Hey everyone, I'm Allison. We're gonna get started in a seated position for this side body focused flow. So you could be in a kneeling position, you could sit cross-legged. If either aren't comfortable, you could always sit on a pillow or a block if you have it. But just find some sort of seated variation that feels comfortable and good in your body. And then from there, we're gonna bring one hand to the chest. Your right hand will come to the floor, getting to bring your palm flat down. You could prop up on your fingertips. Just try to have some contact with your right hand on the ground. And then if it feels okay, you're gonna close your eyes, and we'll just start with 3 deep rounds of breath. So through the nose, take a deep breath in. Open mouth, release it out. Let's do 2 more. Through the nose, breathe in. Open mouth, release it, let it go. Last one, through the nose, breathe in. Open mouth, release it out. On your next breath in, sweep both arms all the way up overhead, reach tall. As you breathe out, drop your right hand, reach your left arm up and over. So we'll get a side body stretch. Try to stay really grounded through your left hip, and then get as long as you can through the left side of the body. So from left hip to left fingertips, you feel a really big stretch. You might look under your left shoulder. Take a full inhale. Start to circle your left shoulder down and then sweep your left fingertips across the floor, right fingertips across the floor, and you open into the side body stretch on the other side. So left hand down, right arm over right ear. And then again, ground down through the right hip. Get really long through the right side body. Maybe look under your right shoulder. Full breath in. As you breathe out, circle your right shoulder down, circle forward, over and around to the other side, last time like this. On this side, if you want, you might add by bending your left elbow, left palm to the base of your neck, and then press your head into your forearm to really rotate the chest open. Take a full inhale, circle down, sweep the arms around, take it on the last side. Right arm up and over right ear, stretch through the right side body, and then again, maybe you add by bending the right elbow, right palm to the base of the neck, and then rotate the chest open. Right side body is long, breathe in, circle down, come through center, and then sweep both arms all the way up overhead. From here, we're gonna find a tabletop, so you'll just bring your hands down in front of your knees, shoulders will stack over the wrists, hips over the knees. And then once you get there, make sure your fingers are spread really wide. Grip your fingers into the floor. Feel your hands, your arms start to activate. Keep all of that activation. Just imagine you're going to try and slide your thumbs together to touch. The hands won't move, but try to use that as a way to help the upper arms, the triceps start to light up. Keep that. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Tuck the toes. Hover the knees just an inch off the mat. So our tabletop is starting to get a bit more active. See if the breath can get just as active to match that. Arms stay active, grip the floor. Low belly keeps lifting. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Lift the low belly, breathe out. 1 more like that. Heart forward, inhale. Hips back, downward facing dog as you exhale. Yeah, first down dog. Take some movement here. Pedal through the legs, shake the hips side to side, maybe roll out through the shoulders. Once you're ready, find stillness. And then just try to make sure the hands are still spread really wide. Fingers spread wide, the hands grip the floor, and the arms are active. Melt the chest back towards the thighs. Try to keep lifting the hips really high so the spine is long in your down dog. A bend in your knees might feel nice. It'll give the back side of the body a bit more space. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. On an inhale, lift your heels really high and then roll yourself forward. Find a plank pose. So our arms in plank, they're the same as our arms in tabletop. Fingers spread wide. Grip into the floor. Slide the thumbs towards each other, or imagine that you could, and then pull the chest forward. Low belly is active, quads engaged. Full breath in. Hips back, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Try to leave your hands and feet at that same distance that they were in plank, and then keep actively trying to lift your hips higher by pressing the floor down and away through the hands. Let's start to add to this. As you inhale, send your right leg up and back, find a 3-legged dog. Right leg is super active. Kick out through the right heel. Inner thighs squeeze together. Hands keep gripping the floor. As you exhale, knee to nose, round through the upper back. Step your right foot in between your hands. Make sure right knee and ankle are stacked. If your foot didn't quite make it, you can just kind of grab it, help it forward. And then gently drop your left knee, untuck your left toes. From here, keep your left hand down on the mat. Peel your right arm up, take a twist. As you twist open, try to stay active. Keep grounding down through your right heel, squeezing your right hip back. And then the shoulder blades pull together so the chest can broaden. Full breath in. We're gonna find a side plank variation on the breath out. So your left foot will spin back, so it's like a little kickstand on the left shin. And then you step your right foot to the back of the mat. Yeah, give yourself a second just to feel this shape in the body. Your shoulders are in one line. Right hip is stacked over left. You're pressing down into the left shin, the top of the left foot. And then really ground down through the right foot. So the outer edge of the foot is trying to press towards the floor. Once you feel that in the body, see if you can lift up onto your left fingertips. The left side of the waist will have to engage a bit more. And then use that lift through the side body to come all the way up into a gate pose. Shoulders stack over the hips. Right leg is still active. Keep trying to ground through the outer edge of the right foot. Lift the chest up, breathe in. Side body bend to the right as you breathe out. Right hand slides down right leg. Left arm up and over left ear. Feel the length from the left outer knee all the way up through the left fingertips. Chest stays open. Full inhale. Circle the left shoulder down. Circle the fingertips on the floor. Come through center so shoulders end up stacked over wrists, both hands on the floor. We'll take that sweeping motion a few different times today in class. So we're gonna take our cat-cows right from here, this tabletop variation. From here, drop the belly, lift the chest, breathe in. Round through the upper back as you breathe out. 2 more like that. Drop the belly, breathe in, keep grounding through the right foot. Round the upper back as you breathe out. Last one here, belly drops, inhale. Round the upper back as you exhale. Come through center. And then walk your hands back to the top of the mat. You're in this like tabletop lunge shape situation. Activate through the arms and then step your left foot to meet your right. You're in a plank pose. Plank, same thing as our tabletop in the upper body. Fingers spread wide, thumb squeeze in, heart forward, legs active. We're gonna add on. As you inhale, shift forward. As you exhale, super slow, lower to the floor. Hug the elbows in the whole way down. Try to land your whole body in one piece. Once you're on the mat, untuck your toes. Let's take a baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back, pull the chest forward and then up. Keep squeezing the elbows in towards the side body. Keep pressing into tops of feet. One more inhale. Lower chest, forehead as you exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. 1 more. This time, really think about getting as long as you can in your spine. So heart forward, and then it pulls so far forward it has to go up. Inhale, forward, 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 chest lifts. Exhale, lower all the way back down. From here, find a child's pose. Press your hips back towards your heels. Knees could be as wide as the mat. Toes might come together to touch, let the forehead hang heavy. There might be a little rock through the hips, through the forehead. Take a breath. On an inhale, lift back up to your tabletop. As you exhale, tuck your toes, hips high for down dog. I'm gonna switch directions just so that you can see exactly what's happening. All right, as you breathe in, send your left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Stay active through the arms, all the way out through the fingertips, and then kick back through your left heel. As you exhale, knee to nose, round the upper back, step the foot between the hands. Again, if the foot doesn't make it, just kind of help it forward, knee and ankle stack, and then gently drop your right knee, untuck your right toes, squeeze the inner thighs, left hip back, and then you find your twist, left arm up. Draw the shoulder blades together so the chest can spin open. Keep grounding the left heel down and imagining like you're gonna slide it back so this hip stays active. 1 more inhale. Side plank variation as you exhale. Your right foot spins back like a little kickstand and your left foot steps to the back of the mat. Yeah, take a moment just to feel this. Right shoulder over right wrist. You might have to adjust there a bit. And then keep the core active as you press down and out through the outer left foot. First, come up onto fingertips. Feel the right side body start to engage. And then when you're ready, you lift up, you find your gate pose. Shoulders over hips. Ground down through the shin on your right leg and keep pressing and engaging through the left inner thigh, the outer edge of the left foot. Inhale, lift up a little taller. Exhale, side body bend to the left. Left hand slides down left leg, right arm up and over right ear. Rotate the chest open, maybe look under your right armpit, take an inhale. And then circle the right shoulder down, sweep the fingertips forward until you're in that tabletop variation. Yeah, shoulders over wrists, hips over your right knee. We'll take those cat-cows. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, maybe look up. As you exhale, round through the upper back. 2 more rounds, stay with the breath. And just notice, you might not have quite as much range of motion as you do in your regular tabletop with this leg extended. 1 more, breathe in. Round the back, breathe out. Come back through center. Walk your hands forward to the top of the mat. Step your right foot back, you're in a plank pose. Let's take 3 breaths here. Deep breath in. Full breath out. 2 more, breathe in. Legs active, breathe out. 1 more, inhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. This time forward fold at the back of the mat as you exhale, a little different. Yeah, first time in a fold. Take a big bend in the knees. Rock the weight forward into the balls of the feet, and then let the head hang heavy. You can take as big a bend in your knees as you'd like. Just try to make sure belly is close to the thighs, upper body is releasing down. And then if you took a grip in your arms, release it. Keep the bend in the knees, 1 vertebra at a time, roll your spine up to stand. Let the vertebra stack 1 on top of the next, head and neck lift last. Once you're standing, you might shrug, roll the shoulders up and back. Find a really tall stance here, feet root down, quads lift up. Shoulder blades down the back, palms face forward. On an inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. As you exhale with the bend in your knees, fold all the way back down over your legs. Find a halfway lift, hands to the floor, to your shins or your thighs. Pull the chest forward and then gaze down so the neck is long too. Try to keep all of this length. Plant your palms, walk back out, find your plank pose. Yeah, land in plank, fingers spread wide, squeeze the thumbs towards each other, heart pulls forward. We're gonna add on. As you inhale, shift forward, pause. Exhale, lower just your knees to the mat. From there, bend your elbows just halfway back, squeeze them in, and then flip to the tops of the feet, lift the chest, lift the thighs and knees, upward facing dog. As you exhale, hips go up, downward facing dog, flip back over the feet. Give yourself a breath just to land in your down dog. Those vinyasas, we're gonna play with another variation, but just know that they're there to help you reset, help you find your breath. There's a whole lot of ways to do them. Let them feel good in the body. All right, let's add. As you inhale, send your right leg up and back, find a 3-legged dog. Again, hips square, really kick out through the right heel. As you exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in. Step the foot between the hands. Right knee and ankle are stacked. This time, come to fingertips, pull the chest forward, feel the spine lengthen. As you exhale, step forward and fold, left foot meets right. Bend the knees, let the upper body release. Find a halfway lift, heart forward, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Rise all the way up to stand, pressing to the feet, arms up overhead, inhale. Fold all the way back down as you exhale. Halfway lift, chest forward, breathe in. Step your right foot back, step your left foot back, plank pose. So you can stay with lowering to the belly, dropping your knees, or we try chaturanga together. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower just halfway, hug the elbows. Flip over the feet, hold the heart through, up dog, thighs, knees lifted. Exhale, hips go back, downward facing dog. 3 full rounds of breath right here. Use it as a moment just to reset. Feel the fingers grip the floor. Feel the hips lift up and back. One more. Full breath in. Full breath out. All right, left side. As you inhale, left leg extended up and back. Hips square, left leg super active. As you exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Again, foot doesn't make it, just help it. Left knee and ankle stack. Lift to the fingers, pull the chest forward, breathe in. Step forward and fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise all the way up to stand, arms up, breathe in. Fold all the way back down, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. This time step your left foot back, then your right foot plank pose. Shift forward, lower your way, halfway all the way. Inhale, lift the chest, up dog, baby cobra, whatever you like. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. 3 full rounds of breath right here in your down dog. Feel the spine lengthen. Allow your body, your breath a moment to reset before we keep building. One more deep breath in. Full breath out. All right, let's start to build on this. As you inhale, send your right leg up and back, find a 3-legged dog. This time, bend your right knee, start to peel the hip open. For this first one, don't worry so much about your right shoulder. If you want to lift it a little bit just to find some space, you're welcome to. There could be a circle of the hip, of the ankle. Just kind of feel it out. On the next breath in, re-extend your right leg long, square everything off. As you exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Just like before, right knee and ankle are stacked. Lift to your fingertips. Feel your inner thighs squeeze together, chest pull forward. We're gonna add on. Keep your legs, your chest exactly as it is. Just reach your right arm back, your left arm forward. So you're in this power lunge variation. It's a really active shape, so feel that through the low body. Inner thighs squeeze, heart forward, fingertips reach away from each other. One more inhale. We take it into warrior 2 on an exhale. So left arm circles up and open, left heel drops, arms go wide. Give yourself a second just to feel out your stance. Make sure your right toes are pointing straight forward. Outer edge of your back foot is parallel to back of mat. You might even turn the toes up a bit. And then from there, the hips might sit lower. Right knee and ankle are stacked. Right inner thighs spinning up. Left inner thighs rolling back. Chest open, shoulder blades draw together. Full breath in. Full breath out. Straighten out your right leg. We're gonna play with a triangle pose. I like to shorten my stance just a bit. And then you start to pull your right hip back in space. Reach your right arm forward, trying to find length through the right side body. When you can't reach forward anymore, right hand comes down wherever it lands, left arm can peel up towards the ceiling. And then just kind of explore here. Notice what it would feel like to bring your right hand a little lower. What would it be like to lift your right hand a little higher? Where can you find the most length through both sides of the waist, to the most engagement around your spine so it's super long? Legs stay active, lift the quads. Full breath in, full breath out. Stay in triangle, just bring your left arm over your left ear wherever you're at. And then that same kind of sweeping motion. Roll your left shoulder down, bring your left fingertips to the floor, circle through center, wide-legged forward fold. All 10 toes are gonna turn to the long side of your mat. Really make sure that happens so toes aren't turning out. If anything, they might pigeon toe in just slightly. And then you can stay lifted, you could fold forward. Any variation you wanna add. It could be a bend through one knee, then the other, like a little skandasana variation. If you have an inversion practice, you could invert here. But just give yourself 2 rounds of breath to kind of feel it out. See what it's like to rock the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Really let the upper body release down. Wherever you are, we're gonna come back up into a halfway lift. So shoulders will land over the wrist. You could be on fingertips, you could be on flat hands. We're gonna take it to the back of the mat. So you'll start to walk your hands towards your left foot. It's gonna be a lizard lunge. So your left foot will heel toe out a bit to the edge of the mat. 2 hands are gonna land inside your left foot. Once you find that, gently drop your right knee down. Untuck your right toes. We're gonna play with a little hip stretch here. Your right hand will stay grounded. You can't totally see me, but your left hand's gonna come to your left inner thigh, and then you'll roll to the outer edge of your left foot, to the pinky side edge of your foot. Let your left knee fall open, twist your chest open. And then just notice, right, you might not have a ton of range of motion there, no worries. It might be pretty closed off. You might be able to drop your hip pretty open. Just breathe into whatever sensation is showing up. And then you could stay with this. If you're looking for a quad stretch, left arm would reach up to the sky so it becomes more of a twist. Left arm to the back of the room, chest peels open. You stay, or you start to bend your right knee. Maybe your foot is there for your hand to catch. If you have your foot, press the foot and the hand into each other. Let that help you feel some activation, some sensation through the front of your right thigh, maybe even your right hip flexor. Chest stays open. One more inhale. Super slow. Release the foot, release the hand back down as you exhale. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Look forward. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Malasana Yogi Squat. Hips are gonna sit low. Chest is gonna lift. For this one, let's even bring our arms up overhead. And then keep grounding down through the heels. Try to press your thighs out so the inner legs, the outer hips are super active. Full breath in. Hands down, forward fold. As you breathe out, turn your toes to face forward. Give yourself a breath here. Add a little rock, a little sway. When you're ready, find a halfway lift, chest forward. As you exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank pose. There's a flow there if you want it. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog. Find down dog, press the hands into the mat. Keep trying to lift the hips up and back. All right, left side. As you inhale, send your left leg up and back. From there, bend the left knee, roll the hip open. And then again, for this first hip open here, you're welcome to kind of open the chest a little bit. Maybe there's some big movement through the left knee, the left hip, the left ankle. Just kind of feel it out. On the next breath in, re-extend your left leg, long square everything off. As you exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Left knee and ankle stack. Inner thighs squeeze together, chest pulls forward. From here, once you feel engagement, support from the low body, right arm forward, left arm back. It's a power lunge variation. Feel the fingertips stretch away from each other, right? Feel all the side body length, the engagement there that we've been working. Keep pressing back through your right heel. One more inhale. Warrior two as you exhale, right heel drops, arms circle open. And then always give yourself time to adjust your stance, right? I often widen my stance a bit. Front toes forward and then sink down into the hips. Think hips down rather than knee forward. Chest open, shoulder blades together. Full breath in, full breath out. Straighten out your left leg. Shorten your stance if you like. Pull your left hip back and then reach forward and down. Find triangle pose. Again, find a space for your left palm where you can find the most length, the most engagement through both sides of the waist. So there's no like arching into this. Rotate the chest open, shoulder blades together. Both legs are active. Full breath in. Right arm over right ear as you breathe out. And then circle your right shoulder down. Sweep your right fingers through center. Second time, wide-legged forward fold. Let the upper body heavy down. Give yourself 3 to 5 breaths just to play here. If you want to invert, you can. If you want to add some movement, bending into one knee, then the other. You can add a little twist if you want. One more, full round of breath. Come back through center. We'll meet in a halfway lift, shoulders over wrist. We're going to walk to the right this time. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat. Walk your right foot until it's at the outer edge of the mat, so 2 hands are inside for a lizard lunge. And then gently drop your left knee, untuck your left toes. We'll take that little hip stretch again. So your left hand stays down, right hand to right inner thigh. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Let your hips start to fall out. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, and then just notice this side might be a little different, right? You might have more space here, you might have less. But can you just breathe into whatever's showing up? If you want the quad stretch, you're welcome to stay there. Otherwise, right arm goes up, right arm reaches back, chest open, and then left knee bends, you start to catch the outer edge of your left foot. Right, if the foot's not there, you could always just work hamstring strength by squeezing the heel in. If you want the stretch, press the foot and the hand into each other. See if you can feel the front of the left thigh, the left hip flexor light up. One more inhale. Slowly release it as you exhale. Right hand back inside your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. We're gonna step to a malasana. Left foot outside the left hand, hips low, heart high. So your feet can be as wide as you need them to get your hips low and to keep your heels grounded. From there, ground into the heels enough that the chest can lift. We're gonna take a different variation. Walk your right hand out to the right inside your right leg, and then peel your left arm open for a twist. Feel the inner thighs really activate as they rotate open, and then the chest spins wide. Full breath in. Back through center, breathe out. Switch sides, left arm out to the left, right arm peels open. Ground through the heels, really fire up the outer hips as the chest peels wide. Full breath in, back through center, breathe out. Forward fold, hands down, hips high. Turn your toes forward. Yeah, give yourself a breath here. Just let the upper body hang heavy, maybe add a little sway. Give yourself a beat to reset. On an inhale, find a halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your palms, step back through a plank. Any vinyasa you want. We meet in down dog. All right, from down dog, let's build on that. Hands stay active, spread the fingers wide, lift the hips high. As you inhale, right leg, sweep it up and back. Exhale, bend the right knee, peel the hip open. This time, keep the shoulders square. See if with the right shoulder kind of rotating down towards the floor, you can even find a bit more space through the right hip as it rolls wide. Full breath in. This time, from here, right knee to right shoulder squeeze. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. Feel the legs engage beneath you. Find that same power lunge shape. Left arm forward, right arm back. Reach through the fingertips, squeeze the inner thighs, breathe in. Warrior two as you breathe up. Left heel drops, arms open wide. Land, feel your right knee stack over your right ankle. Hips settle, chest lifts. From here, straighten your right leg. Triangle pose, pull your right hip back. Reach forward and then down. We're gonna move into a half moon from here. I like to bring my left hand to my left hip to kind of help find some more support for the transition. Look down at your right foot. Micro bend your right knee. Shift your weight forward. Left leg starts to lift up and back. So right fingers can be on the floor. They can hover in the air. If you have a block, hands to blocks or a book or a can, whatever you can find is also an option. But feel your back leg engage. And then feel how this shape is triangle. It's just triangle on its side, right? Our side body is still really long. Chest is still rotating open. Back leg is super active. One more inhale. Float back, warrior two as you exhale. Land your back foot, settle your hips, lift your chest. Flying warrior, lengthen your legs, arms up overhead. Stand tall and just take a breath to land. All right, we're gonna take a goddess squat. Heels are gonna turn in, toes are gonna turn out. And then you'll start to sit your hips low so your knees are stacked over your ankles. And then just notice the tendency here is to kind of arch the low back. Drop the tailbone, engage the core, chest stays open. Full breath in, full breath out. Hands come to your thighs. We're gonna add a little twist. In your goddess squat, start to drop your left elbow, look over your right shoulder. So it's like this little twist, side body bend situation. Inhale, center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Bend your, look over your left shoulder, bend your right elbow. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Drop your left shoulder, look over your right. Last time, inhale, center. Exhale, look over to the left. Inhale, center. Press into the feet, rise all the way up. Left toes turn to the back of the mat. Right foot turns back in, warrior two to the left side of the room. Sink into the hips, lift the chest. We're gonna reverse this, so leave your legs exactly as they are in warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up, and then back. So the left side body is clearly getting a lot of length here, but can the right side body as well? So it's a lift out of the hips and then back. Full breath in. Side angle as you breathe out. Left forearm, left thigh. Right up to the ceiling to start. Squeeze your legs together beneath you. Keep grounding through your right foot, chest open. And then add the side body stretch, right arm over right ear. Spin the right pinky finger down. Keep rotating right shoulder back. Full breath in. Hands to the floor. Find a low lunge as you breathe out. Engage through the legs. Pull the chest forward. Supportive warrior three from here. Walk your hands forward till they're under your shoulders. Right leg up and back behind you. So for today's class, what we're looking for is a lot of length through the side body in this shape. So that's going to mean a few things. You might bend your left knee to get more space to pull your chest forward. You might walk your fingers another inch forward and then pull your chest forward. Back leg stays active wherever it is. Take a breath in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Give yourself a moment, let the head hang heavy, just release that. And then we're gonna find a chair pose. Option for the feet to be hips width distance, option for the feet to be together. Start to sit the hips low, lift the chest up, lift the arms up. See if you can shift the weight back into the heels. Notice if that lets you sit your hips a little lower. Keep the low belly engaged, tailbone drops down, chest lifts forward. Full breath in. Full breath out. From here, rise up, one-legged Tadasana. One right leg lifts up into the chest. Left foot grounds down. Keep the hips even, so try not to jack up your right hip. It drops down, inner thigh squeeze together. Stand up as tall as you can, take a breath in. Figure four chair as you breathe out. Right ankle over left thigh. Hips start to sit down and back. As you land in this shape, weight is in your left heel. The lower you sit, the easier it will be to balance, but the more sensation that will start to show up. So see if you can find a sweet spot there. Chest stays open, right foot stays flexed. Full breath in, full breath out. All right, we're gonna turn this into a tree pose. I'm gonna turn to face you. You're gonna take your right ankle. Option to slide your right foot up your left inner thigh. Other option is to bring your foot toward your calf or your ankle, kickstand your toes on the floor. Really doesn't matter what the legs look like. It's more about finding a really tall stance. Maybe arms go up overhead. And then can you take 3 deep rounds of breath right here. Squeeze your left hip under, lift your chest. 2 more, breathe in. Big breath out. Last one, inhale. Stay in tree pose. As you exhale, a little funky, we're gonna find a curtsy squat. Step your right foot behind your left. Wing your arms back behind you, like you're taking a curtsy bow. So your right knee will be behind your left. Toes will tap the floor, heart pulls forward. The more space you have between your feet, the lower you can get the hips. Take a deep breath in. Standing split as you breathe out. Right leg high, left leg stays grounded. Release the upper body, engage through the lifted right leg. Take a breath in. Step back, find a low lunge as you breathe out. Last little bit on this left side. Left leg all the way up and back, inhale. Bend the knee, peel the hip open. You stay or flip your dog. Left toes to the floor behind you. Left arm up and over left ear, and then take up space. Lift the hips, lift the chest. Up and back, 3-legged dog, left leg high. 3-legged vinyasa if you want it. Shift forward, you float out. We meet in down dog. We take that all through on the left side, last side together. All right, inhale, left leg, send it up and back. For now, hips are square, find the engagement through the arms, hips stay high, and then slowly bend the left knee, peel the hip open, but focus on keeping your left shoulder squared down to the floor. From here, left knee towards left shoulder, squeeze. Inhale, up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Feel the inner thighs engage, find your support beneath you, and then right arm forward, left arm back for your power lunge variation. Engage your back right leg, kick through the heel, reach the fingertips away from each other. Warrior two, right heel drops, arms go open. Yeah, we've been here a few times, right? Feel the hips settle low, feel the inner thighs squeeze in towards each other, back leg is super engaged. Lengthen your left leg, bump your hips back, triangle pose. When you're ready, reach forward and then down. So, we know we're going to half moon. Half moon is the same shape, it's just tipped over on its side. So can you feel your legs engage here? Feel the side body get really long, chest is open, so that once we make it a balance, it becomes a little easier. Right hand to right hip if you like to do that. Look down at your left foot. Maybe you're getting some sort of a block. Shift the weight forward. Left hand will be like a foot in front of left foot. Right leg lifts up and back. Engage your lifted leg so much. That's gonna help make this feel a little lighter in the body. And then keep pulling the chest forward. Right arm might lift to the ceiling. Take a full breath in. Step back, warrior two as you breathe out. Right foot lands, lift the arms, come back to your breath. Flying warrior, lengthen the legs, arms up overhead. Press into both feet. Feel the tailbone drop. Feel your spine traction upwards as you inhale. Goddess squat as you exhale, heels in, toes out, settle the hips low. Feel that same drop of the tailbone so the core can engage, the spine can stay long. Sides of the waist are also nice and long here. Take an inhale, hands to your thighs as you exhale. We're gonna twist. Drop your left shoulder, look over your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop right shoulder, look left. Inhale, center. One more. Exhale, drop left shoulder, look right. Come back through center. Drop right shoulder, look left. Back through center, rise tall, breathe in. Warrior two to the front as you breathe out to the right. Right toes forward, sink into your right knee, hips are settled. Chest is lifted. From here, keep your legs, reverse your warrior. Flip your right palm, reach up and then back. Right side body is definitely finding length here, but can you find some through the left side body as well? You might sit a little lower, breathe in. Side angle as you breathe out, right forearm, right thigh. Left arm can go up to the ceiling to start. Feel your legs fire up beneath you. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Roll your right hip back. Press down through the outer edge of your back foot. And then if you want, you add the side body stretch. Left arm up and over left ear. Pinky finger rolls down, chest stays open. Take a deep breath in. Hands to the floor, low lunge as you breathe out. Lift the chest, look forward. Supported warrior three. Walk your hands forward, lift your left leg up and back. Feel your fingertips on the mat, pulling your chest towards the whatever wall is in front of you, whatever's in front of you. Back leg stays active. Maybe you bend your knee to get a bit more length there. Take one more. Full breath in. Forward fold as you breathe out. All right, chair pose from here. Whenever you're ready, hips go low, arms go high. Feet together or apart, it doesn't matter. It's what feels best in your body, but the weight shifts back into the heels so you can sit lower. Lift the chest, engage the arms. Full breath in. Can you sit a little lower, breathe out. And then from here, rise up, left knee to chest. One-legged Tadasana. Ground your right foot down, squeeze your right hip under, stand up a little taller, breathe in. Figure four chair as you breathe out. Left ankle over right thigh, hips start to sit down and back. Again, just like the other side. The lower you sit, the easier it will be to start to balance, but the bigger the sensations. You have to kind of find your sweet spot with it. Keep the collarbones wide, breathe in. Tree pose as you breathe out. Again, I'm gonna turn to face you. Option to grab your left ankle, slide it up your right inner thigh, or your left foot comes to your calf, or it comes to the ankle, you kickstand your toes on the floor. Don't worry so much about the legs, focus on the upper body. Squeeze your right hip under, stand taller. Maybe arms go up, 3 breaths. Deep breath in, ground through your right foot, breathe out. 2 more, breathe in. Squeeze right hip under, breathe out. Last one, stand tall, breathe in. Curtsy squat as you breathe out from your tree pose. Step your left foot behind your right. Bend both knees, wing the arms back behind you like you're taking a curtsy bow. Inner thighs are active. Weights back into the right heel as the hips sit lower. Draw the shoulder blades together, breathe in. Standing split as you breathe out. 2 hands down, left leg lifts up and back. It does not matter how high your left leg is, but can you get really relaxed through the upper body? Maybe that means you bend your right knee. Full inhale. Step back, low lunge as you exhale. Last little bit, right leg up and back, breathe in. Bend your right knee, peel the hip open. You stay or flip your dog. Right toes to the floor behind you. Right arm over right ear, lift the hips and chest. Up and back, 3-legged dog, right leg high, breathe in. Roll forward, 3-legged plank. Shift forward, maybe there's a flow. We meet in child's pose, hips to heels. Give yourself 3 big rounds of breath in child's pose, just check in. Let the hips settle, let the forehead settle. Let the breath come back. When you're ready, walk your hands back towards your knees. So we've done a whole lot of lengthening, opening through the sides of the body today. We're gonna round it out with a few rounds of camel, and then we'll take it down onto our backs. So if you're with me, you're gonna lift yourself up so you're standing on your knees. I'm gonna stay like this so that you can see from the side. So for this first round, we're not gonna go back super far, and we're gonna start with our toes tucked under. Make sure your knees are right under your hip bones, and then bring your hands to the sides of your waist. First, feel your tailbone just slightly roll down so the low belly engages. And then as you inhale, lift your ribs away from your hips so you feel the side body actually get longer. From there, roll the shoulders back. Imagine the elbows are gonna squeeze into touch. And then just keep that action going. Rib cage lift, shoulders roll back. Rib cage lift, shoulders roll back, and then maybe you start to drop the head, but you keep engaging through the low body. It's a small movement. Stay here for 3. Breathe for 2. If it doesn't feel good with the head back, chin to chest. Last one. Slowly lift yourself back up. Sit your hips all the way down towards your heels, palms on your thighs. Just bring your chin towards your chest. Take a breath. All right. 2 more rounds. This time there'll be an option to grab the feet if you're into it. When you're ready, lift up. Toes stay tucked under. Hips and knees are in one line. Hands come to the low back. First, feel that little tuck under of the tailbone just to feel the low belly engage. Hands to your ribs. Lift the ribs up. Roll the shoulders back. And then you keep going with that action. Maybe the head drops back. From there, maybe you start to reach your right hand back towards your right heel. Maybe left hand towards left heel. But keep pressing the hips forward, dropping the tailbone down. Lift the chest up. You should be able to breathe here, right? 3 breaths. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Imagine there's a string on your chest. It's lifting it up towards the ceiling. 2 more. Breathe in. Press the hands into the feet as you breathe out. Last one. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Slow. 1 hand at a time. Lift yourself all the way back up. Sit your hips towards your heels. Chin to chest. Release. And then just breathe. Right? Lean into whatever's showing up. Trust the breath to hold you steady. All right. Last round. We're going to take camel one more time. Option to untuck the toes. Option to stay with that very first one we tried. Option to skip the whole thing. When you're ready, you'll lift up. Again, first, make sure you're stacked. Feel that slight drop down of the tailbone. Low belly's really active. As you inhale, lift the ribcage. Feel the side body grow taller. Shoulder blades roll back. And then you keep that action going. Maybe you start to drop your head back. From here, maybe you reach back, catch one ankle, catch the other. Press the hips forward. Feel your breath. And keep pressing your hands into your feet like you're trying to rip your arms apart. Lift up through the chest. 2 more. Breathe in. Big breath out. 1 more. Inhale. Super slow. Bring your hands back up. Hips towards heels. Chin to chest. Palms face down. Just give yourself a breath or 2 to release that. If you need a child's pose, take a child's pose. We're just going to swing our legs around. Roll ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Take your time as you lower your body down towards the floor. Pull your knees into your chest. Just give yourself a big squeeze to center. And then we'll take a twist. Keep your right knee in, extend your left leg long. pull your right knee out towards your right shoulder, and then pull it across the body to the left for a twist. Maybe cactus or extend your right arm out to the right. Don't worry about your right knee touching the floor, right? If you wanted, you could even slide a pillow or a block under it. Let this feel really relaxed in the body. Slow, come back through center, both knees into the chest. And then just switch sides, right leg long. Squeeze the left knee up towards the left shoulder. And then pull it across the body to the right. Maybe left arm cactus is open or extends long. Again, don't worry about the left knee touching the floor. You could always slide something underneath it if you want the support. Eyes might start to close. Back through center, both knees into the chest. Pull both knees wide towards the shoulders. You could stay here, you could grab your ankles, you could grab the outer edges of the feet. Some variation of a happy baby, whatever feels best. Maybe there's a little rock. Maybe there's some movement, extending one leg, then the other. Eventually you'll release that. Draw the legs back into your chest. Wrap yourself up, forehead towards your knees. Take this really big squeeze to center. Full breath in. Start to release out into Shavasana as you breathe out. Legs go long, arms go long. You can also bring your hands somewhere onto your body. You could always take this on your side or your back or your belly, a tall seat. Try not to worry about what it looks like. Just find something that feels good. And let your breath soften out. We'll be here for about a minute. Let your breath start to deepen. And some small movements come back in. And there might be a really long stretch, arms up overhead. Maybe roll off to either side, right or left. But eventually you'll make your way up into a seat and we'll close out class. Try to keep the eyes closed or the gaze soft. Let's just take a breath through the nose. Breathe in, lift the arms up overhead. As you breathe out, draw the palms together in front of the chest. Let's take one more. Breathe in. Full breath out. Thumbs up to the space between your eyebrows, third eye. Bowing in gratitude towards yourself for showing up. Namaste. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions ever, please reach out to me. I'd love to see videos of you doing this practice. You can follow me on my Instagram, it's aliyoga_. Yeah, and definitely reach out. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for joining.